What is up, YouTube? It is the Troll King back at it. Trying to keep my promise about my regularity. 2 in 1 day. It's a little weird. But anyways, I just kind of last minute, I mentioned in the last video at the beginning that I have my sister and her small family coming. I'm rather fat. They're coming here for Thanksgiving. And so there's the Thanksgiving meal, but there's also going to be, they're here for 4 days. We're going to be cooking some meals, just trying out different things. And so one of the things that I wanted to try out, because I've been seeing a lot of, I watch YouTube all the time. That's why I wanted to do this channel. One thing I've been seeing a lot was bone-in beef braised short ribs and different things you can do with it. So I looked online and I found this cool recipe for garlic ones. And I thought, well, that looks really cool. Had like thyme and stuff in it. How can I do something like that but make it like Christmassy? Because I don't know. It's Thanksgiving, so I know it's lame. But, I just like Christmas. There's not a lot of Thanksgiving-y flavors that I'm just super all about except for pumpkin and stuff, and that's mostly for desserts, which we're going to be doing some of that. You're going to be getting a ton of Troll King Cooks content while they're in town and doing all this stuff. But so whenever I do things I've never done, I like to do test runs. And so I went to the butcher today to get a bone-in ribeye, big, beautiful bone-in ribeye. You'll see why. It's amazing. But when I was there, I was like, hey, let me try to get some bone-in ribs. I'm assuming you can get bone-in beef short ribs like Costco. You don't have to go to like a butcher to get them, but whatever. I was there. It's good quality. So I was like, let me check this out. And as I started the process, I was like, actually, this would be a really cool Troll King Cooks. But I only am recording this little intro to kind of apologize for the quality. Obviously, I haven't done one for a while. My wife was able to film some stuff, but other times she was with the son or doing something else. So there's times that I had to hold the camera as it was shaky, kind of like my first couple that I had done. And, just saying, it's not super pro, but it was fun, and whatever I made was delicious, and I hope you enjoy it, and watch the video. Tell me what you like, don't like, so on, so forth. Alright, guys. What is up, YouTube? It is the Troll King. This is going to be a quick, down and dirty Troll King Cooks. Not as organized as the normal ones I do, which aren't usually all that organized either. So, one thing... We got Christmas coming up and Thanksgiving coming up. Thanksgiving coming first. But since I'm going to be working on Christmas, I'm trying to do Thanksgiving stuff that's slightly Christmassy jazzed up. So one of the things I want to do, I have some bone-in beef short ribs that I'm going to do a little braise on and just see how that's going to work out. So I got these covered in salt, nice little salt bath, got some olive oil, got a Dutch oven that we're going to do most of our stuff in. I'm just going to get a good sear on these. Just like you do with like a Wellington. I'm not going to cook it. You just want to get it brown, get some nice brown crusty bits on the bottom so we can get some fond. And this particular recipe I'm using calls for thyme, calls for garlic, which two heads halved crosswise, which I'm assuming means this. 1 medium yellow onion chopped, 4 stalks of celery chopped. I did that before. I decided to do this. And some carrots chopped. I didn't get full carrots, but I already have baby carrots, which should accomplish much of the same thing. Because that's going to be with the braise. You want to add all that in for the different stuff. And I'll just stick with it step by step, try to let you guys know what's going on right now. I'm going to get a little sear on these beef ribs, and whenever I start the next process, I'll pick back up with you. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys. Ribs seared on all sides. So now, here's what I meant about all that brown bits. Make a good fond. It's going to be part of what we're doing here. So what I'm going to do is take my 2 garlic heads. It says to place them cut side down, undisturbed. Let them cook for a minute or until golden brown. Get some carrots in here. Stitches are already pretty much chopped. So.
I'm recording this. You'll have to edit that out.
Alright, guys. So, electric stove. Turned it from medium high to medium. Takes a while, so the garlic might be slightly burned. But it doesn't smell bad, so we'll see. Got celery, onion, carrots. Just add it. And hit it with a little salt. and pepper. We're going to cook this for about 5 minutes or so. We want them to soften but not be full on cooked. So we'll check back with you guys in a few. Alright guys, my helper, camera woman, is occupado doing something else. So we're going to go guerrilla style for the next quick little segment. I got tomato paste added in. It's kind of where I want it. Didn't show that step. Whatever. Sorry, everything's moving around. Next step is to add 2 cups of a dry red wine. I'm using Charles Smith Wine's Washington State Velvet Devil. Some Merlot. You wouldn't think it's dry, but Washington State, I don't know, I've heard it's because of how cold it is that the grapes give off that kind of dryness to them. Delicious. Quite delicious. So, 2 cups. Going to a good cause. Let's see here. Pour this in. Make sure I'm getting So what we're going to do here is take a wooden spoon. It's already got some tomato paste on it. And scrape up the brown bits, the fond. And cook this, once we have that, for about 2 to 3 minutes. Get out of that light just till it reduces a little, and I'll check back with you for the last little bit. What's up guys? So, red wine added in, scraped up all the little bits, it's simmering. Been simmering for about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe like 5. So the next step, 2 cups. Sorry, our dog is trying to kill my wife. 2 cups bone broth. Stir it in. Well, I'm going to add it first and then stir it. Then, got some sprigs of thyme that I'm going to drop. And this was what the recipe that I'm using online called for. I'm not eating these, so I'm not worried about putting in the stems. This is all just for aromatics and adding in some flavor during the braising process. So what I am trying to do to make this a little extra Christmassy is just inject some flavors that I associate with Christmas. Not the least of which being rosemary. Big favorite of both my wife and I. Add it all in there. Fuck it. I don't care. Stuff goes bad very quick anyways. And again, not eating it. So, I'm going to add in a little ground nutmeg. Shake it on in. And some ground cloves. These are just flavors that I associate with Christmas to make things kind of Christmassy, both smelling and tasting. Give that all a nice little stir. Alright, next quick step is we add the ribs back in. But you want them to be submerged. Whenever it's like this, it's harder to submerge them. Put them bone side up, that way the meat is getting most of the juice. And what you would do is just add a little more bone broth, excuse me, until they are submerged. So, and submersion. So we're going to cook this at the same medium temperature until it starts to simmer. And once it simmers, I've got my lower oven here preheated to 275, and we are going to cover this, the lid, and put it in for about. This recipe was for 5 pounds of ribs. This is about 2.5, a little extra liquid, so I'll put it in for 3 hours and check it. And as far as temperature-wise, it'll be good and done, but what you want is for it to really be falling off the bone, just tender. And hopefully, It'll taste like a damn Christmas miracle. And I'll let you guys know. I'll do my famous first bite. So, alright. See you in a bit. Alright, guys. It is out of the oven. Let's take a look here. Ooh. Oh, that meat's coming right off the bone. Let me get this on a plate. And then we're going to see what's what. Alright, it's off the bone. Let's see. Pulls apart pretty easily. Yeah, that's good stuff. Alright, let's see here. Alright, first bite. It's a small piece, but it's freaking hot. That's awesome. Disintegrates in the mouth. I barely had to chew it. Tastes all the stuff I put in there, especially the rosemary. It's a pretty powerful flavor. Tastes like Christmas. Gonna do a lot of stuff with this one. But alright, guys, that's it. I got a Christmassy braised short ribs stuff. Delicious. Thanks for watching.